Satgurumate Namaha. Om Shri Satgurubhyo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhirupena Samsthita. Namastasya 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 Namo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Hari Om everyone.
Hari Om.
I think we've been having too much fun. Having a wonderful time. And we're so fortunate to be here together. And now we're going to, tonight, look at some of the compositions that are found in Woman Seeker. Now I had a very tough, very, very tough job, because every time I try to choose something, pick something, read something, you fall into it like an ocean, you know? Because there's something very special about compositions and poetry. What is special is, there are the words, and then there's the space between the words, between the lines, and then at the end, there's a silence after it is finished. And all three are equally important, but we can say the silence at the end is most important. So there are times, even when I talk about it, I get, little goosebumps, because their words are so beautiful, have so much power. And when we reflect on them, actually we were talking about that today, there's something about reading their direct words, they come alive in us. Feel them, looking out through us. How if you have a best friend, if something is happening in your life, even if they are far away, you can imagine what they'll tell you in that situation. So in the same way, they become like best friends. They're with us. So many of us probably have not done literary analysis since we had to do grading, since they gave us a grade on the paper. But we'll do it in a fun way today, hopefully. Now, as we saw this morning, if there is something called Woman Seeker, then that word seeker actually implies three things at one time. No? I'm sure all of you can guess what it is. You're all very smart. If there's a seeker, that seeker has to be searching for something. And if they're searching for something, something has to connect the one searching and what they're searching for. Now, in Vedanta, we will call it, right? The seeker is the sadhaka. The sought is the sadhya, what they're searching for. And the means of searching is called the sadhana. So now back to school just happened. So you have kids, they're all looking for new shoes, right? So that becomes the sadhya, searching for those shoes. Then you're the poor seeker, because husband probably has no idea what shoe size or what even shoes are. He said, just get them anything, right? So then the kid now is saying, no, it has to be like this. Not like that one, it has to be this one. So, seeker becomes mother, because she's so loving, right? So now she has to find some way to connect this being a seeker to that which is sought. So what becomes a sadhana? Well, in the old days, you'd have to get in your car, fill up the gas, and drive to 10 stores. Or go to the mall, go around 10 stores. Now you? Is this style good? Maybe that style. But if I choose this style, what if that one comes into favor, and everyone is wearing this one? A lot of tension everybody has, right? So, this is called regular search, right? There's something we're searching for, there's a means, and the one who is looking. Now, let us see what is different about a spiritual search. And in all the posts that we did for this Woman Seeker book, we mentioned one poem at the very beginning. Anyone remembers in that post what were the first 2 lines of that poem? Okay, I'll tell you. Look on page 135 in the book. Who can find it? 135.
My guru said just one thing. Turn within, turn within.
135.
This was Lal's soul education, to learn to leap inside herself. I rejected every false belief, immersed myself in my inner voice alone. Ultimately, I saw myself looking deeply into myself, and I knew it to be you, God in every speck.
So beautiful. This is the composition of Lalleshwari, also known as Laldev. She was a mystic seer and she was Digambara, she just wandered, no clothing. The space was her clothing. And in her ecstasy, wandering on foot, she has composed all these beautiful, they're called vaks. Vaks are these short poems. And notice, what is Lal's first statement? My Guru. None of us can be here without the grace of our Guru. And you know what's funny? Is in today's age, people are very proud to be what they are called self-taught, I don't need Guru, I learned myself. Our Swamiji always used to say, if anyone tells you they are, especially in spiritual knowledge, self-taught, you go run away far, okay? Run fast from that person. Because everybody needs a Guru. Bhagavan Shri Krishna had a Guru. Bhagavan Shri Rama had a Guru. Tulsidas Ji says in Ramayanam that Guru binu bhavanidhi tarai na soi jo biranchi shankara samahoi. You know what it means? It's very profound. It says no one crosses the ocean of samsara without a Guru. Even if they are equal to Bhagavan, Shankar, Vishnu or Brahmaji. Even if you are equal in might to these three, even then you cannot cross without Guru. So her first statement is, my Guru told me to look where? Within. Now there's a truism about this, which is what? That where we are meant to look, that'll be the last place we look. Have you ever had that? You're looking for keys, you're looking for your bag. It is in exactly where you thought it was going to be. But we spend the whole time looking everywhere, then you come back to the same place. Now, there was once a guard at a car park, where they park the cars. So, he had been warned by his supervisors, you watch out, there's a thief. You make sure, be very careful. We've been hearing about some thief in the area targeting these vehicles. So, he's watching everyone coming out from that car park. And there was one fellow, he's looking a little suspicious, So he's watching carefully. He said, no, stop the car, let me check. Checks everything, front, back, inside, outside. Okay, go ahead. Like this fellow comes, few days in a row, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Every time he checks very thoroughly, he's not going to get anything past me. Now, on the 5th day, he finds out this fellow has been stealing cars. So, the thing he was checking so closely, but he missed the most obvious thing, which is the car. So, in the same way, turn within, turn within. We look everywhere. The last place we look for happiness, last place we look for knowledge, last place we look for wisdom, last place we look for fulfillment is within ourselves. And notice, my Guru said, how many things? You all check, you tell me.
Just one thing.
Just one thing. So there's a secret there. What that means is, all of the spiritual sadhanas that are given, whether it is whichever is favorite sadhana, some people like to sing bhajan, some people love to do puja, some people immerse themselves in japa, some people, will do seva, some people do all of these, mixture of them, many different kinds of sadhana are there. But all of them are only one, which is what? From outside, turn within. That is the only education we need, actually. So amazing, huh? It's put there. Turn within, turn within. This was Lal's soul education. This means we don't need any other education. Meaning what? She says, to learn to leap inside herself. So this is such a, spiritual knowledge is interesting because it is all about as though paradox, but is not a paradox. You know what's paradox? That I am here and I am also in India at the same time. That is called paradox. You cannot be in two places at the same time, right? Either you're here or you're there. And I don't mean hologram or don't give any fancy other answer. But in spiritual knowledge, everything becomes resolved. So in here, what is being said, I am already here. So why do I need to learn about being here if I'm already here, right? Learn to leap inside yourself. It seems as though contradiction. But this is Guru's grace, this is Guru's love. That Guru points us to that which is already there. But that we've never paid attention, not noticed. In morning class also we saw. In Upanishad, Ishavasya, there's a very famous verse. It says, Tad ejati, tad naijati, tad dure, tad vantike, tad antarasya sarvasya, tadu sarvasyasya bahyataha. It says this self is both going, both close, both far and near. It is innermost to everything, and it is also everything we see outside as well. So if it is already there, why do we need this knowledge? Because we cannot see it without Guru. And this is also interesting. This is also why Guru will not ask you for, when you go, recently we've been looking for a car for the ashram. Now they tell you have to give so much money up front. Guru never says, where's the money up front? If they do, they're not Guru. On the website, it's called Car Guru. That's the website that they've been using, huh? But real Guru never says, come, money up front. Otherwise, I won't give you. There's one man, he really wanted a Guru. So he searched far and wide. Someone said, there's one Guruji, he's living in the mountains there. You go and meet him. Ask him if you can become a student. He said, okay, I'll go. So he went there, the Guru was there. He said, Guruji, I want to become your student. The Guru said, you know what it is to be a student? He said, yes, I want to be a student. Actually, you please tell me, what is it to be a student? I just heard this is good. What is it to be Shishya? Guru said, relationship between Guru and Shishya is very deep, That Shishya has to go and beg for food for the Guru. Oh, beg for food? Yes. That Shishya has to listen to everything the Guru says. Oh, has to listen? Yes. Shishya has to obey all the commands of the Guru. I see. And any seva that the Guru needs, washing the clothes, going here, going there, Shishya has to do. I'm ready. Guru said, you're ready to be a Shishya? I said, no, I'm ready to be a Guru. Most of us are like this. We prefer, the spot sounds really good. I have only shown you what's already there. But without His compassion, we cannot find it also. So, that's soul education, how to leap inside ourselves. See, each line is so beautiful. Then she says what? I rejected every false belief. You know what that shows? We don't need to do anything to get our own nature. We only need to reject that which is not us. Very interesting. See, you don't need to do anything to make the fire hot. Fire is by nature, it's hot. But for example, shoes or something you can take off because it is not something that is inherent to you. It is something added. But she says, I rejected every false belief. So every wrong notion in my mind, I cast it out. This also shows strength. We know things are wrong. We don't get rid. No? In fact, in today's modern language, we like to pet and pamper all of our negative qualities. I don't let anybody tell me what to do. Okay. I really heard this, someone told me once that they talked to one girl and she said, if I'm walking on the sidewalk, I'm a very strong woman. If anybody's walking, I never move out of the way for them. This is strength. So all these negative qualities we hold on to us, But it takes great courage. Reject every wrong notion. Just cast it out. We don't need to do anything else. Then, immersed myself in my inner voice alone. Ultimately, I saw myself looking deeply into myself and knew it to be you, God, in every speck iota. How beautiful. I looked inside me and I found you. This is, when we're talking about Vedanta, the Jnanam, path of knowledge, this is what they talk, looking inside ourselves, right? In Bhakti language, we talk about looking for Bhagwan. Bhagwan, where are you? Gopis are searching, no? But again, remember we talked about paradox, where everything becomes resolved is in spiritual knowledge. So she says, I looked inside, but I found you there. And the Bhakta, in the Bhakta's language, they say, I looked everywhere and I found myself. Meaning that I found myself at your feet. So, spiritual knowledge is the only one in which, remember we talked, seeker, sought, and the seeking, these three resolve into. Now I have a question. This is a little philosophy question now. If there's seeker, sought, and the seeking, if all three dissolve, what is left? Because you said one, right? But notice, we don't call Advaita oneness. We call it non-duality, right? Why? Because what is left is infinite. There's nothing else. So when these three resolve, these three dissolve, nothing can be said in that state, nothing can be indicated, because all indicators are gone, huh? Yes. So, this is why any confusions that we have, if we read these saints' lives, all of our confusions become gone. We have so many, right? Okay, how can I be divine? I don't feel very divine. Does Bhagavan have form? Is he with form, saguna or nirguna? The big debate is there sometimes. Do we worship one God, many gods? All of these confusions, all of these things become resolved in the lives of the saints because they see no contradiction. It's just semantics. So beautifully, I see God in every speck. Bhagavan is nirguna. When I think of nirguna, I'm reminded that they used to tease our poor Swami Sharanananji because he has very strict diet, So they say his diet is nirguna. No salt, no garlic, no onion, no mirchi, no, tang. But actually, Swamiji, he made the dalma last night. I don't know if you all knew that. Excellent. All right. So then let us see. Now next one, very beautiful. This is on page 20. It is titled "Wake Up to a New Beginning." This is a poem by Āṇḍāḻ.
O young girl, awaken. Even the birds are chirping. Can't you hear the thunderous sounds of the great white conch coming from the temple of the Lord who rides on the king of birds? Awake, O young maiden. Let us contemplate on the one who drank the milk of the demoness Putana, the one who, with a kick, destroyed the demon Shakatasura, the one who is the primal cause of the whole cosmos, and the one who reclines on the serpent in the Milky Ocean. The sages and the yogis have emerged slowly from their meditation at dawn, chanting the name of Hari. Let the name of the Lord enter our hearts and refresh us.
Āṇḍāḻ was a young girl, Kumari, and she had such intense love. This morning, she's the one, Godha, who wore that garland. Due to her intense love, she merged with her Lord Ranganatha, Bhagavan Shri Krishna. If you go even to Tirupati, to the Ranganatha Swami temple, you will see so many depictions of Āṇḍāḻ. Āṇḍāḻ, her insignia is that green parrot. Have you seen? And it depicts also her marriage with Bhagavan. When we say marriage, we mean union, where these three dissolve, right? No more there's any seeking, no more there's any seeker. Now, that process of seeking, she has written about so beautifully, composed so beautifully in this pasuram called. Now, it says, the first one, it says, "O young girl." You know why it's young? Because our Puja Gurudev used to say, maturity is a stage, not an age. All of us are very young actually. Young meaning we have spent so many countless lifetimes looking outside. Now we're very like babies, learning how to look within. And first word, "Oh young girl," that youthfulness means two things. One is, I should not have any ego. Oh, I've been attending so many lectures. Okay. But really seeking within, being sincere, that one we're like nothing but the smallest bud that is now starting to come out from the earth. We should feel that. Second is, that spiritual seeker should ever be vigorous, Our mind should always be curious, asking questions. Have that youthfulness. You know how kids will be asking a million questions? When do we stop asking questions? We should never stop. Until it's time. But in Sharada Priyananda Ammas, you'll read, there's also a time to stop asking questions. But we should be, ever curious, ever alive to experience. This is that word, young. Awaken. Awaken means, see, we could be asleep, Wake up, eat something, drive somewhere, go to the office, come back, eat something, be tired, yell at someone, go to sleep. Wake up, rinse, repeat. It's very easy to go in this cycle. It says awaken. It means awaken to the life experiences. Awaken to what is happening around us as a spiritual aspirant. There was one man, he said, he's talking to his friend, I had a terrible nightmare last night. Dream. I said, what happened? He said, I dreamt that I was eating a huge marshmallow. I said, it just sounds like a dream. It doesn't sound like nightmare. I said, no, but I woke up and I found my pillow was gone. To awaken, you don't know what's happening in the dream. Now, she says, can't you hear the thunderous sounds of the great white conch coming from the temple of the Lord who rides the king of birds? So the Lord Vishnu on Garuda, right? Now, notice the first thing she says is, here. Here. So this is called Shravana. You see in the beginning of the book, each katha, each Devi, her story comes first. We first need to hear. That is the most important part of our sadhana. Why? Because only in hearing, a new idea can emerge. You know, we need a teacher. Teacher teaches not through some action. This learning comes through sound. And where does it come from? It says the temple. You know why? If you go to the market, we'll hear about market things. You go to the school, you'll hear school things. If you go home, I don't know what you'll hear. If you go, so many different things are happening. If you go to the boxing ring, you'll hear something. If you go to the music hall, you'll hear something else. But in temple, you will hear Bhagavan's name. So, that Shravana is given. Shravana meaning, and who is the one blowing that conch? Conch represents that knowledge. And who will be giving that knowledge? Those who are, it's going to come at the end here, the sages and yogis. Only they are capable of giving this knowledge. And see, temple is that place in which we attune to the highest. This is why, oh yes, I listen to Satsang on my morning jog, Okay, if you're listening, good. But temple is where we are maximally attuned to that, right? Otherwise on jog, you'll be seeing this person is coming, this dog is there, that person didn't pick up dog poop also, so will occur to us. Right or no? Yes. Running, you'll get a message, something will ding, some car will come, a stop sign, so many things are coming. That is not the time. Temple means where satsanga is happening. So, Shravanam, she indicates that. And what Shravanam? Awake, O young maiden, through this Shravana. Shravana removes something called as Pramana Asambhavana. Pramana Asambhavana means we are sitting there. We have never heard anything called as Atma. We don't know Guru. We don't know anything. So to remove, this is called that which is authoritative. That authority means, see, in the West we think authority means the boss. Authority means one who is qualified, right? So if someone is asking cooking, please don't come to me. If you have to go to the authority. Our Jyotiji, she's a very good cook. Everybody here, I'm sure, is a wonderful cook. So you go to the authority. Now, that authority, which one is the authority? On this knowledge, that doubt, that lack of information is removed through Shravanam. Then, next line is, you all read it out there? Let us contemplate. So this one has to be what then? Mananam. There has to be some contemplation. And on what? The one who drank the milk of the demoness Putana. The one who with a kick destroyed the demon, Shakatasura. This is called as Harikatha. So we have to do contemplation not on what the neighbor is doing, not on what the celebrities are doing. We do a lot of contemplation, we're very good at that one. But contemplation on Harikatha, meaning the exploits of the Lord. Because the more we listen to them, there's nothing even there to figure out. Just absorb it. You'll see how we become purified, how our thoughts change. This is one. That type of knowledge. The second one is contemplate on what? The one who is the primal cause of the whole cosmos. So this is indicating that we study Bhagavan's Katha, but we also study, this is Saguna aspect. We also have to study that which is beyond Saguna, meaning that which is pervading the Saguna. When I say beyond, it doesn't mean Saguna is here and Nirguna is there. No, something pervades that. Just like, see they're giving, right? Cause of the cosmos, right? Meaning that they're indicating the cause through the effect. Because right now we have access to the effect, right? Otherwise, you cannot just go to the cause by itself. You've all heard that story of when Puja Gurudev, he went to Swami Tapovanji and he said, please give me this knowledge. Swami Tapovanji probably thought, but what if you think I've been doing all this time? He said, no, I want direct. So Swami Tapovanji said, bring me some water. He brought it in a cup. He said, I said, bring me the water. Why is the cup here? Then he went back, he tried to bring in the hands. Then why in the hands? Bring the water. You cannot bring the water by itself, huh? It has to have some vessel. So also, that just like the formlessness of clay, we can contemplate when we see the form of clay. Or you see the object, you can contemplate space. But you cannot contemplate direct. So in the same way, indicating, now all this katha you have heard, now start to think what pervades this, because Bhagavan's katha means this entire universe only. All of it is Bhagavan. Now we have to think about that deeper aspect also. That contemplation should now go deeper into that cause. Then you will see one who reclines on a serpent in the milky ocean. See how she's indicating both aspects. All of this you contemplate, do deep mananam. Mananam removes what is called as prameya sambhavana. Prameya sambhavana means, okay, now I've heard what this knowledge is. But I don't know, how can it be true? So all of this now I have to resolve. That resolution only happens when we go on thinking. Then more and more we do that resolution. Then what happens? The sages and the yogis have emerged slowly from their meditation at dawn, chanting the name of Hari. So now, what word has come there?
Hari.
Meditation has come, no? Nididhyasana. So finally, she's indicating the ultimate, which is now that we have resolved all my questions. Now what is left to resolve is something called as Viparita Bhavana. Viparita Bhavana means even though I believe in it, I still don't know how I can be it. Right? I can believe that Puja Gurudev was embodiment of Bhagavan. I can believe that, our Guruji or Swami Vivekananda or Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, these Devis. But what about? That resolution happens in meditation. And in that meditation, they are in that state. And when that yogi emerges from that meditation, when they say, chanting the name of Hari, what it means is, when that realized master emerges, the only thing from thenceforth that they speak is Bhagavan only. Everything that master does is immersed in that. That's why when the sage emerges from that meditation, this is their expression. So, chanting the name of Hari. So beautifully she is given, huh? Right. Now, let us see. Next step, how do we make this process all happen, make it possible? Alright, so we'll go and see now Janābāī. She's on page 46. We'll read this. First one.
Mother is dead, father is dead. Take care of me, O Vitthala. O Hari, I have no one of my own. My head is itching. Vitthala says to Rukmini, there is no one to care for my Jani. Taking oil and a comb in his hands, he combs and braids my hair. Finishing the braid with a nut, I say, now please rub my back, O dear father. Jani says, O Gopala, make it a festive occasion for this helpless one. Jana goes to fetch water. Behind her runs Hrishikesha. He doesn't let her hands and feet get wet. He carries the pot of water on his head. He fills the jar with water. He spreads the cow dung on the floor. He washes and brings back the laundry, says Nama's Jana.
Janābāī was a saint of Maharashtra, and she lived a very humble life. She was a servant in the home of Namdev, Sant Namdev. Now, because of that position in the household, she was, many places she could not enter also, into the higher temples in these places. She used to do all the servants, the chores and all of these things. Her love for Lord Krishna was so pure. It is said that we have her compositions because Bhagavan came and scribed them. We have them because he wrote them. And you'll see, you read her katha in one place, that Sant Jnaneshwar asks, but Bhagavan, you are sitting and scribing the words of this servant girl, she's so humble. He said, I become the servant of the one who loves her compositions. Meaning that so much love the Lord has for his bhakta. Now, Janābāī's life shows us something so important about our sadhana. In sadhana, that one who is really sincere, for that one there is nothing called as high, nothing called as low. So we see, best place to see that is in our mission. I have seen people who, they can be biggest CEOs in company, anything. When they come inside the mission, they will be picking up shoes and putting them in the place. Be cleaning, even for doing this camp. Every small detail also. What to say, our Swamiji, when he made that rabdi, Swamiji spent 2 hours cleaning the stove. Because all of you will know Swamiji. If he goes there, he won't clean just the thing he spilled. He'll go and clean the whole thing. What does that show? That when we are doing service of the Lord, there's no such thing as high place or low place. It is God's place. And she did her work so sincerely, without any complaints, that Bhagavan himself, what's beautiful is he just wanted to be with her. And Janābāī, she has her duties that she will not let go, So to be with his bhakta, he has to be with her in the chores. That is why in the picture you see, she is churning that chaki. Chaki? Chaki. I heard both ways. But she's churning, right? And he is helping her. Now, that also shows that when we are sincere in our seva, really dedicated, and we dedicate it to Bhagavan, Bhagavan takes that work. Suddenly, because I used to sit there and think, how do these Swamis have so much energy? Our Puja Gurudev, Puja Guruji, even our teacher Swami Prakashananji, you'll never see even moment he'll be idle. All these masters, you wonder how they are doing. Our Swamiji also. Always, where is that energy coming from? Because who is the one that gets tired? Our ego. When ego is gone, Bhagavan is flowing through that one. So in that way, Bhagavan is the one doing all the work. Our Guruji says, we always worry how the work is going to get done. Why don't we do the work and let Bhagavan take the worry? This is what we don't do. Now, what's interesting is, some jobs we consider to be very high, If I have to give the speech, everyone, oh, that's great. But if I have to clean the trash can, oh, no. We have that separation, right? Now, this happens because we have an idea that one is something called as good, one is something called as bad. And there were once 2 neighbors, okay? And one neighbor, he was growing some tomatoes. And on the other side of the fence was his neighbor. She was hanging the laundry. on the line. Now, first neighbor, he intensely praying to Bhagavan. Bhagavan, please, I've just planted my baby tomatoes. I want them to grow. You please, I've always done the right thing in life. You please, have found any fault? I hope not. Please give me some rain. His neighbor on the other side now, she's saying, Bhagavan, I've done everything. But we have to go on a trip tomorrow. You please give me some nice sunshine. Dry my clothes. Now Bhagavan is in trouble. If he gives rain, one will say, Bhagavan, how could you do this to me? If I give sunshine, other one will get upset. Now why? Where's the fault? In my perception. Because I think one is good for me, one is bad. We should be like Vibhishan. Vibhishan, he went to tell Ravana, finally, what you're doing is not right. And Ravana, because he's big brother, big brother always beats up on the younger brother. He gave one kick to Vibhishan. And if people in the hall had a cell phone and Instagram or Twitter, they'd be texting, how could you do this? I got pictures. This is so wrong. Likes, if you think that this was wrong, and share it to all your friends and, get the media involved and, sue him. Right? Or maybe I had to witness this thing. I need to, now I need to get damages because I had to witness such a terrible thing. That's how we think, right? But that kick to Vibhishana landed him at the feet of Bhagavan Shri Ram. So can we say the kick was bad? We think kick is bad and praise is good. But whatever brings us closer to Bhagavan, that is only good thing. So in this we see the humblest task, when done with love and dedication, it becomes the highest, most exalted one. Because now I ask, all the people who had top jobs, did Bhagavan come and sit with them? Feed them? Wash their hair? Braid their hair? Carry water? Run to carry the water before I can do it? No. Bhakta gets that. Why? Because there's no separation between Bhakta and Bhagavan, really. This is what is being said here. So beautifully she has put this here. One husband was saying to his friends, I run things in my house, Friends are all saying, really? What do you run everything? Yes. I run the dishwasher, I run the I run the laundry. I run things. So, we should feel that Bhagavan run my life. Now, we should not think that Janābāī was just doing that simple seva. Even that, it's not simple, I'm just saying. That idea should not be in our mind. You read this poem now, we'll read on page 49. Starts with,
I caught the thief of Pandhari, lovingly tying a rope around his neck. I made my heart a prison cell and locked him up inside. Binding him firmly with the word, I fettered his holy feet. I thrashed him, whipped him with the word Soham. Thus, Vithala was left helpless. Sorry, O Lord, says Jenny, by my life, I will not let you go.
Beautiful. I caught that thief of Pandhari. Thief means he's very tricky. Very good thief. Most good thief. But not, we might think, he's always stealing the butter, actually by stealing the butter, by stealing the curd, he's stealing all the hearts of the gopis. So that thief, I lovingly tied that rope around him. And where did I bind this thief that I finally caught? I've been chasing him for so long. I caught him. And I've imprisoned him in my heart. How beautiful, And locked him up inside. Now see, binding him firmly with the word, I fettered his holy feet. She says, I thrashed, whipped. What that means is, Bhagavan, when you are playing the role of Maya, you're always eluding me. Sometimes I see you, sometimes I don't know where you are. That gopis, he hid from them. They were crying on the riverbanks. In so much pain from separation. Why? Bhagavan only is hiding from them. So she says, I had to catch you and lock you up. So you cannot escape now. Because I have found out the secret to keep you with me. Secret is what? Soham means Saha Aham. I am He. See, we start with Koham, who am I? And I end in Soham, I am He. That. So, how do we keep the Lord bound to us? By saying, I am you. Therefore, where can you go? If you are me, where can you go? Where can you escape now? There was one king, very important king, and he had a little grandson. And the king was sitting there in a nice mustache, grandson was sitting on the lap. And the king was saying, grandson, you know how important I am. Anything I want, I can do. Grandson said, no, grandpa. There is something I can do that you can never do. I said, what? And I can sit on your lap. You try to do that? In the same way, Bhagavan, you thought you could escape me by appearing as this world, appearing as though I am separate from you. But I caught the secret to find out where you are. I found out you were in my heart all along. And I have revealed you there. And I'll never let you go now. So she's saying, by my word, I will never let you go. See, we easily let go. Bhagavan is first one to go, okay? Child has a tennis tournament. Oh, no, we cannot go to ashram this Sunday. Or this program, someone is getting married. First thing that will go is our sadhana. We have ulta priority. She has right priority. Till Bhagavan, I'll let go of the world. I'll not let go of you. There's one sadhu, he came to visit the king. And the king, he was looking forward to meeting this sadhu. Look, such exalted master was coming. Now when the master came there, that before the king could fall at the feet of the master went and touched the king's feet. King said, Bhagavan, how are you touching my feet? You are so great. Sadhu said, no. You are indeed very great, O king. Then how come? He said, I gave up this world so that I could get the Lord. But you have given up the Lord for this world. You are even greater than me. I gave such a small thing. See, but you gave up that one for this. Why? Because Sadhu had love, He knows that king is sincere. So he learned that lesson, I should give up these small things and search for the highest. See? If someone said that, I don't know who, Bill Gates is coming. So many people want to come to hear that. But to hear Bhagavan Katha, few will come. Why? Because we have mistaken, this is Maya. I have mistaken that which is the illusion for that which is real. And that which is real, first of all, I don't even know it's there. I have forgotten. So let me correct that today. Okay. So such beautiful, you see what I meant? Each line you fall into. You just take that time. Tonight you read the poems, find your favorite one, find your favorite line, and write it, and keep on contemplating. Just even one line, 2 lines. Keep it with us. Okay, we will see more tomorrow. So we'll now have Arati, and then after Arati we'll have